Hey everybody, welcome back. We have a fun new knife sent in from our good friend Luke. Luke, thank you so much for sending this over to me. This is the Urban EDC F5.5, and look at those specs. We got the Sagaha pattern, some titanium, some Bowler M390. Pretty awesome. Now, prior to opening the knife, I want to show you a really cool, very awesome limited edition coin that came along with this. He ordered this limited edition coin. They were limited to 800. So if you want to get one of these, you can head over to Urban EDC Supply. I'll put a link down below. They're a limited edition challenge coin, antique brass finish, individually numbered. Now, on one side, you have the really cool new Sagaha pattern and the anchor. That is pretty awesome. It's 1.5 inches in diameter, weighs 1 ounce. And then look at this side, you guys. You get the very cool individual number. This one's 534. You have the Urban EDC F5.5 right there. You have even, I think, the hidden logo on the back right here. And then, of course, you have the compass and logo down here with the, I think it's the Vox Bomb is what they're calling it. So anyways, pretty cool. This is $25 challenge coin. I think they're still available right now as I film this, get this up. So let's take a look and see what's in the box. Thanks again. Shout out to Luke for sending this over. He sent some true beautiful knives over for us to look at. So we'll put that off to the side. The pouch, you guys, padded, zippered. This has the compass logo on it. I love that. This side's blank. Oh my. So you can see you can put 2 knives in here or knife, couple pins, something like that. So we'll zip that up, put it off to the side. But we got to put this logo out here. The little challenge coin logo. You guys, these titanium scales are milled wonderfully. Look at the details. And I'll tell you what, I mean, overall, when I first opened this on my live stream and unboxed it, I was like, oh my. Like, I knew it was going to be a smaller knife, but it's got that deep pocket, kind of mini deep carry clip. This ramps up a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute. Lanyard fans can rejoice. Got the lanyard hole there. That big geared back spacer stands up just a little bit of the scale, so it gives you a little tiny bit of grip. Got that thumb hole opening. Nice smooth rotation to get it open. Very, very smooth. I like that. Now this is the titanium milled handles have the Sagaha motif, which is an exclusive release. These are already sold out. So I know a lot of times I show a few things, they're sold out. I apologize, but he asked me if I wanted to see this, and I was like, I bet it's going to be fantastic, and it is in person. I mean, honestly, you know, large glove size hand. Pinky's going to rest here on the back end of the knife. You do have a forward finger choil. You can get up there a little bit. It's going to be really close, as you can see with my finger on it. So I would probably keep it back here, and it still feels really good. And it's actually locked in really well because you can see the jimping on the top edge of the knife. It's in a pretty good position where, you know, once you get locked in, you know, your thumb's going to be right there. So I like that. It's not too far back where you have to have your thumb kind of, you know, jacked a little bit. It kind of is a really comfortable position. You have that really high grind on the blade with that beautiful sheep's foot. So it allows you just, you know, even a little bit of piercing because that comes up a little bit. But as you can see with the design, the cutting is going to be fantastic. So it's going to work for a lot of things. Now, the blade on this, as we saw in the box, this is a Bowler M390. And if you're worried about it, it is marked right there on the blade, M390. I like that little hidden pattern. It's pretty cool. And I think on this one, did they hide the logo on the motif here? Let me look. I didn't see the compass logo on the motif pattern at all. But you can see the edges are even milled down, so you don't have a really sharp edge down here. This is a liner lock, so, you know, overall, even using it, sometimes liner locks with me, I get my thumb, kind of that thumb pad in there between the liner lock and the frame lock. This doesn't do that. It has a little bit of a cutout where the choil is there, that finger choil there. So it grips really good. Now the only thing I found was when I'm in this grip, I guess pattern, when I'm in this grip right here, the pocket clip fits nicely right in the pad of my fingers down here. I don't notice the uptick at all. When I do the forward finger grip, I notice that edge of the pocket clip there pokes into that pad a little bit. So it actually feels really comfortable for me holding it in this fashion. So I really like that. Now this M390 blade, we'll do a little bit of specs here. Bowler M390 blade, 2.7 inches long. So it's going to be that under 3 inches good. Sheep's foot, as we talked about. Overall, open, you're looking at 7 inches. Closed, you're looking at 4 inches. And it's a beautiful, like I said, that beautiful titanium feels so solid. I actually, as soon as I got it in hand, I was like, oh, I see why he bought it. I can see why. Like, I would buy this titanium one too, especially milled out like this. Got the forward finger choil as we talked about. You also have the thumb hole. I like that. It's easy to operate. I'm sure once he breaks it in, you could probably Spidey flick it as well, but I'm going to leave that up to Luke because Luke's pretty kind in doing that. Your blade thickness, you're looking at 0.15 inches. Your handle thickness, you're looking at 0.46 inches. So not super thin, but not overly bulky as well for a smaller knife. And then your handle width, you know, I like to say how tall it is, but the handle width itself at max is 1.3 inches. So your tallest point is going to be right here where the pivot is. The weight on this one, 5.8 ounces. And honestly, for a 5.8 ounce knife, it doesn't feel like it in my hand. I don't know why, but it doesn't feel like a almost 6 ounce knife. So I'm guessing that this one is actually going to be lighter. So let's take a weight on this one. I couldn't find the exact posting for it because I think on the exclusives they remove it. But let's find this one. Yeah, it's 4.3, so that makes sense. It didn't seem like a 6 ounce. 4.3 ounces. This is like the perfect weight of a knife. So I really like that. That's really cool. Especially for all titanium with that. It fits perfectly. Now, we should probably do some comparisons on this one, you know, because you're going to want to know, like, hey, the F5.5 looks great, but what does it compare to? What is it something that I know I can look at and say, gosh, I should carry that one because I enjoy this kind of knife. So for me, you know, some of my usuals, and I'm going to go with the titanium Benchmade bug out. Of course, it has the Flytanium scales on it, but this will give you a really good idea in comparison. Let's move this up a little bit so we can get a better look. Now this is going to be pivot to pivot. So you can see it's a little bit shorter overall. And then we'll do blade tip to blade tip comparison. And then handle to handle. So it gives you an idea overall of what you're looking at. And then thickness wise, we're going to show you the thickness on these. So it's going to be a little thicker than those bug outs. But overall, you know, your blade thickness as well is going to be thicker. Now the inspiration I was told on this one, the designer is Jesper Voxnes. And we love Vox. We love all his designs. And this is like a collaboration between the versatility of like a sailor's knife and his custom Vox F5. So that's kind of where this design came from, the F5.5. Now, maybe you have a Spyderco Pair 3, your Spyderco guy or gal, and you have these. That's your Spyderco Pair 3. Now, this is a lightweight, so it's not going to be overall what you're, you know, looking at, but tip-to-tip comparison now, and then the end of the knife comparison. So it gives you a good idea on the Pair 3 lightweight. Now, one other knife I want to compare it to was one that I have in for review, and that is the Trm Shadow. And kind of that overall stoutness to the blade and the handle, I want to really give you just a quick look at it. So overall, I 100% know exactly why Luke ordered this one and got the coin to match, because it is a beautiful, beautiful knife. So What are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys have one of these? I really like the thick sheep's foot blade. I like the tall grind, so it's going to do some really good slicing. Sailor's knife, you know, his inspiration behind that. The milling's beautiful. I think it's going to wear fantastic. You know, it's titanium. You do get a little bit of marine on some handles and stuff, but I think it's going to be a beautiful collector's piece for Luke and one that he can carry every single day. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you to Luke for sending this over to have me check out. Got this awesome coin that's going to go back. All this stuff's getting sent back to him. So Luke, thank you so much. Thank you to all of Zach's Daily Carry crew. If you like some of this content, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon because I love doing live streams. Love doing the giveaways. You guys know it. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome rest of your day. Make sure to do something kind for someone. And most importantly, get the anchor up and take care.